Okay, so this thing I call the PlayStation 3 Megalodon, or PS Mag, and I've been working on it for maybe 6 months, maybe a little bit more than that. I just finally got back to it, and what I got here is the CD drive is right here. The motherboard is actually mounted right up to the wall there. I'm using an actual PC power supply. And with that, I went ahead and also wired this directly to, it's actually a plug in the back, but this back 4 USB port is actually plugged in directly to this, and it's also directly plugged into the USB ports here of the PS3 motherboard. Now, I also have a regular sized 500 gigabyte hard drive. This is an enclosure because I was going to be using eSATA. And the reason for that is I bought a device a while back that I haven't used, and it requires right here this eSATA cable to go into this adapter, and then this is actually plugging into the bottom of the PlayStation 3. It's a 60 gig model originally, so I got full PS2 support. So this plugs into the bottom right there where the hard drive goes, and I also have this wired directly to the power supply too through a plug-in. So it's plugged into here, but it's getting power from the power supply itself. I added these two fans, and I also went ahead and this mesh here, the cover from my hands getting all, being attacked. This is actually from an air conditioning unit that my last job, they didn't want the mesh, so they threw it out, and I was like, you know what, I'll use it for something. And also added, this was originally for a PlayStation 2, so I added this additional 4 USB port hub too, which is also plugged into the PS3 and also being powered by the actual PC power supply in the back. And I also wanted my phone to charge. You probably saw this laying on top, so I added this 12 volts car charger to it too. The light's not coming on. Something goofy was going on. Oh, something goofy's going on. I had that running earlier, I just don't understand what's going on, so maybe it needs to be flipped off and then turned back on. Nope. Anyway, I also went ahead and added this fan in the back too, so it's got enough airflow, and yes, it's using the original GPU and the fan that's supposed to keep it cool. And that's actually mounted up here on the wall. The motherboard is actually kind of off the wall a little bit. It's not fully touching up against the wall. It's kind of recessed. As you can see, I used I thought it was going to shut. There's a bolt right there, and that's what the motherboard is resting on. Also with the CD drive, I went ahead and used, this is actually what you use for a street sign. It works, I guarantee it. I'm actually shocked it worked. But I had to build this casing for this CD drive because it wasn't going to fit in here unless I decided to cut this all out. And B, I actually, the power cable that goes to this, I had to extend the cable just a little bit for this to work. And also the ribbon cable is plugged in through it, but everything works. I don't know why unless the LED burnt out on it, on this little device here, but everything else works, and yes, it's a 60 gig original model, so we will be playing around building my own casing around it externally, but everything internally is done.